Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Bailey, also known as CringeMcCringle here on YouTube and all of the other social medias which you can find down in the description. Last week I made a video about Transformers Alternator's Prowl and his Japanese repaints, and I hope that the few of you that watched it enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it, so even though it didn't get a lot of views, I'm still happy with it. I think it was a good video. If you have been liking what I've been doing, please think about subscribing and commenting and helping the algorithm out. Currently, I am trying to push myself for a year to try and make one video a week for you guys. Do think about subscribing, it helps out a ton. Plus, check out all the other socials. I've been posting a little bit more on my TikTok recently, so if you like the shorter form content, go take a look at that. Now, today's video is going to be about a movie Japanese release, so I think I should just grab her off the shelf. So today we are going to be talking about Transformers movie 2007 MA-20 Arcee Black version. Now, time for some background information before we fully dive into this lovely lady. This figure came out in Japan in 2008 as an exclusive repaint under the Allspark Power subline from the movie 2007 toy line. Now, why the color black, you may ask? Well, there's two reasons mainly. The first one being Takara loves black repaints. There's a whole history of it that I'm sure most of you are aware. But the second reason for this repaint existing is because Takara apparently, this is on the TF Wiki, so I don't know how much I trust this information, but apparently they wanted to make this figure resemble the bike that Josh Duhamel, Captain Lennox, drives when he is fighting Blackout and eventually kills him. So I guess that's what they were going with. I don't know how accurate it is, I don't know how true that story is, but it's solid headcanon at least. Personally, I think Takara just wanted to make a black repaint, which, that's fair. This toy is pretty cool looking, so I think I'm going to finally start talking about it now, so
So, robot mode. It's a little weird. Most of it is good, and I think this design is better than the Revenge of the Fallen version, but there is some stuff that doesn't work for me. Firstly, the tire chest boobs, as I have so eloquently named them, are an interesting and unique design choice. I like that they give this robot mode a different look to most other Transformers, but they don't tab in nicely anywhere, and to be honest, they kind of get in the way of everything. Again, I think the engineering is cool with how the rear tire splits in half to create this look, and funny enough, this isn't the last time an Arcee figure would use this engineering. Looking at you, TF Prime Arcee. But it seems like a somewhat half-baked idea that never got fully finished. And then there is the back kibble. The upper half I'm cool with. The bottom half, like the tire chest boobs, just kind of gets in the way and mildly messes with the silhouette of the robot mode. But since I feel like I've talked too much about what I don't like of this figure, let's talk about what I do like. I love the black, it looks great. She obviously looks like an evil Arcee, despite not being labeled as such. Moving from top to bottom though, the head is fantastically detailed and a great design. I love that they've given her a military look with the beret-styled head sculpt. Not to mention the silver paint looks amazing, and she's got light piping. And it's pretty good light piping too. We know how I feel about the tire chest boobs, but the actual chest is broken up nicely with hits of silver, purple, and the lovely Allspark blue. There's also plenty of molded in detail going down and through the legs. And lastly, another design choice that I like is her big chunky feet. Almost like she is wearing combat boots. When you combine that with the beret-styled head sculpt, this gives her a military-type feel, which is perfectly on brand with this movie. Now for articulation. The head is on a ball joint, and the neck, surprisingly, is on a swivel, so you can do some nice subtle posing, or just some straight-up wackiness. Arms rotate 360 degrees, and go out, just make sure to hold the tires. Elbows are on a ball joint, so they bend and rotate. Wrists are on a pin joint as well, and here's where we will talk about Arcee's accessory. This weapon, which is spring-loaded, don't ask where the missile is, it's not here. Just tab it into either arm and you can get her weaponed up. Legs go forward, tiny bit out, and a little bit back before they hit the kibble. Knees are an interesting assembly as there are two joints for the transformation, so you get either this, ow, or you get a normal knee bend. And finally, the feet are on a pin joint as well. Overall, the articulation is okay. You can hit some alright poses, but don't expect to be blown away by anything really. Now let's do the transformation, which is pretty simple. That could be because I know a lot of movie toys since they were ingrained into my brain as a small child, but there isn't anything too difficult about the switch from robot to bike mode. It's not an engineering masterclass, but it also isn't too simple like a Fast Action Battler or a Legends class figure. And here is bike mode, and it is a good looking bike mode. Everything holds together very well in this mode, unlike some bike transformers that I've dealt with previously. The only part of this mode that doesn't hold together is the seat/gun. Due to it just pegging into the arms, if you bump it or flex it correctly, it will pop out. Other than that though, this bike is excellent. Black really fits this mold well in robot mode, and that also carries over into bike mode. It also helps that the bike is well detailed, and I mean well detailed. Starting at the front, the headlights are molded with lines going through them to give them some surface detail like they would on a real set of lights. We can also see this bright headlight in the middle of the bike. There's also orange paint hits for the turn signals on the mirrors. Moving to the front wheel, we can see that the rims are nicely painted in a bronze color with some silver outlining. And of course there is molded in tread for the tires and suspension detail as well. Now over to the side, we get to see some color coming in to break up the black. We've got a nice silver stripe going down the body of the bike, as well as some nice purple flame tampograpphs. There is also a kickstand and the bars where a biker would place their feet. Small details that I, as a designer, probably wouldn't have thought of. Further back, we get that same painted rim, but we also get molded detail of the chain. On the top of the bike, we see the gas tank, handlebars, those flame tampograpphs again on the seat, but now with a nice silver Autobot logo. And finally, we have the blinkers in the back, as well as a nice Massachusetts license plate saying TF7407, which was the release date for this movie 18 years ago. Anyway, that just about covers vehicle mode, except for the fact that it is able to roll and she is able to stand even if you don't have the kickstand put down. Also, because Arcee is a deluxe-sized bike, she's massively oversized, but I don't really care about that. So, final thoughts?
Overall, this figure is a solid addition to any Transformers collection. Obviously, it's rare and expensive, but it is a very cool toy. Now, most of that is thanks to the design of this toy and the color choice for the specific figure. This figure looks very good on the shelf, especially with your other movie toys. It looks cool. I recommend that you pick it up if you like the movie toys, even though it's not the greatest thing to mess with. Anyways, I think I will wrap it up there, and I will see you guys next week. Again, if you did enjoy the video, please think about subscribing and commenting. And until then, I will see you all next Friday. So, I didn't think about how far I got reach. Ugh.